Hello, welcome back to Oyin in the kitchen. Today I'm going to be making some yummy yam porridge with plantain and some peppered turkey. It's going to be so rich, so delicious. If you want to see how I make this dish, stay tuned, keep watching. Don't forget to click the subscribe button. Let's get started. So first of all, I have 4 turkey wings in there and I'm just adding some salt to that. Then I'm adding 2 Knorr cubes, some thyme, curry powder, ginger powder, and then I'm just mixing that together. I'm going to put in some sliced onions as well. So I'm going to boil the turkey and then I'm going to use the stock from the turkey to cook the yam porridge as well. So you want to cover it with just enough water to boil it and also to have a little left for cooking. And then I'm adding some all-purpose seasoning as well. That should take 15 to 20 minutes to cook, and once that's done, I'm just gonna take that out and put it in the oven to grill. You could fry it as well if you wanted, but I prefer to grill mine. I feel like you get a good result as well. It took about 15 minutes at 200 degrees in the oven, and then I'm taking the stock and storing that away. So getting on with the yam porridge, I'm just preparing my vegetables to blend them up for the sauce for the yam porridge. You can use your discretion in the amount of spice that you use here. It was fairly spicy, it wasn't too spicy, so you can maybe add more spice if you like your food really spicy. And I'm blending it up in a food processor. You could also use a blender if you wanted, but if you're using a blender, use as little water as possible and also pulse the blender to get a coarse consistency like this. You don't want it smooth. I'm chopping up some more onions to add to the yam porridge because I really like onions in my food. I like bits of onions in it, but some people really don't like that. So if that's you, you can so skip that stage if you wanted. And there is the turkey about 10 to 15 minutes later, done from the oven. It's just as good as frying it, but it's more healthy. Doesn't that look so yummy? So I have about a cup of palm oil in there, and once that's hot, I added some onions and fried that for about 3 minutes. I put the pot on high heat because I wanted to fry really well, and then I added some tomato paste. This is optional, but I like to add it to mine. It was about 2 tablespoons. I just fried that again for about 3 to 4 minutes till the tomato paste, you could tell that it was getting dry and yeah, dry. And then I added my pepper mixture to that. I forgot to mention that I also added a couple of bay leaves, but that's optional as well. You want to fry this on high heat, and I did this for about 5 minutes, and then I added my turkey stock from earlier. So obviously I haven't seasoned this yet, so because I've added the stock, I want to taste it just to check if I need more seasoning. So I decided I needed some more seasoning, so I used crayfish powder, which I love the taste of this, and then I added some crayfish powder as well to that, optional again. And then I'm just letting that cook for about 10 minutes, and then you want to stir it occasionally as well. And I added my onions. This is optional. Look at those huge chunks of onions. Some people hate that. I really like it though. So I used 2 ripe plantains. If you don't want a really strong sweet plantain flavor, you could maybe use 1 plantain, or you could use unripe plantain. the dish was really sweet, which I loved, but it might not be for everybody. So the oil has floated to the top of the stew, and therefore I've decided that it's done. So then I'm just going to split the stew. So I'm taking some out for the turkey, and this is so much easier than frying them separately. So I freeze my yam when I buy it to preserve it, so I'm just adding some of that to this. I have a very similar yam to plantain ratio. However, if maybe you wanted maybe a less sweet dish, you could have a higher yam to plantain ratio, but it depends on your preference. I like my dish very plantain rich. So I cooked out the sauce for the turkey a little more just to make it a bit more dry, and then added my turkey in there and just mixed it together just to cover the turkey in the sauce. It takes about 20 minutes for the yam porridge to cook through, and you want to make sure you go back occasionally to stir it to make sure that it's not burning, because that could happen. And once the yam, breaks when you stir it, you know that it's done, and it just looks so delicious. And there is the yam porridge all done. It looks so delicious, and it's really rich in sauce as well. If you don't like yours rich in sauce, all you have to do is add more yam to it, but I love mine really rich in sauce. And there's the turkey as well. This was such a yummy meal, and I really thoroughly enjoyed this, and I think you'll enjoy it too, so definitely give it a try. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to click the subscribe button and come again next time for another delicious recipe video. Bye bye.